Hi Enid, my name is Ray Johnson. This is Maggie Jackson. We're from the Garfield County Health Department. We're going to give you guys an update on some health department activities and a little COVID update. But first, we just wanted to say that we're remembering with you today. It's been 19 years since the towers were struck at in New York City. Sorry, but we're just mourning with you and thinking with you, and just wanted to give a special shout out. We've been working with the National Guard. We have a couple guardsmen that are assigned to the Garfield County Health Department, and they're just a great representation of how awesome America can be. So we just wanted to give them a thank you, and and then
a lot of our public health emergency preparedness activities started around the time of September 11th. So it's kind of a time in history. We look back and we started planning more for bioterrorism or pandemics, and started to get public health more in the conversation around emergency preparedness. So we're looking back on this day too.
And then next, Maggie was going to talk a little bit about our WIC program. We'll also be showing some stuff on the Garfield County Health Department page. That's where you can find a quick link to WIC. You can also Google it, or the website is listed there. I think it's wic.health.ok.gov. But Maggie will give you an update on the Garfield County's impact with the WIC program.
Yes, we're just excited to share that even in the midst of this pandemic, we're talking about COVID all the time. Our office has this we all have a big heart for moms and babies in our community, and that's who's at our office most often. We love the WIC program. It's one of my favorite programs that we offer, because we are able to impact a young child from the very start. Women who are pregnant or have children under the age of 5 are eligible to look in to see if they qualify for WIC benefits. But I love the WIC program because it's so much more than supplemental help with your groceries. It's only about nutritious food. So it's helping pregnant women and children get a really good start with the foods that are going to help them grow strong for the rest of their life. It's also really, we are emphasizing breastfeeding so much. We have a lactation consultant. Her name is Joy. She's a registered nurse and a lactation consultant, a certified lactation consultant on our staff. She has done so many support groups and classes on breastfeeding. And I know as a young mom, it was an intimidating thing, and something that pregnant women need support with. So we just love that Joy has that resource for our community. She answers questions and calls, and just gives support for new moms who are trying to breastfeed. And we just love that we're able to impact, we see minimum 1,000 families a month on our WIC program. During COVID, we didn't always see them in person, but we're making calls and doing education. We have a dietitian on staff. Her name is Whitney, and she is calling our families, checking in on where their kiddos are with their height and their weight, if they're growing okay, making referrals if they need it, and making sure that they know how to prepare and plan healthy meals. So we love WIC. I think it's just so cool. We're able to help. She averages between 1,000 and 1,500 families a month. So it's a lot of families that come in our door. We're just so proud of our staff and how much they have an impact on families in our community. So if you are interested, especially during this tough time with COVID-19, we want to make sure you know if you can qualify for WIC help. And like Ray said, find the link on our Facebook page really fast, or it's WIC, W-I-C, Women, Infant, and Children.health.ok.gov. So,
yeah, and you can also call the Garfield County Health Department at 580-233-0650. And Joy, who's one of the WIC nurses, a lactation consultant, Whitney, or Mindy would be able to help you register and help you walk through the process if you, needed some extra assistance and the online system wasn't working for you.
Sure. Another thing that we're celebrating that goes along with WIC is that we are also a milk bank for for breast milk. So this is a place where maybe a mom is able to donate some milk for other newborns. This is a really helpful thing. Maybe a newborn in the NICU that's needing some extra help, or a mom who has maybe not been able to breastfeed early in the beginning. Those NICU babies are able to receive donated milk. It's goes through a vetting process where it's pasteurized and made sure it's very clean and safe for the babies. But we know that breast milk is so important and so good for babies. And so this milk bank is a place where people in our community, women in our community, can donate breast milk to be donated to this milk bank for vulnerable babies. So if you're interested in that or know someone who is breastfeeding and able to donate milk, call our office as well, 233-0650, and we would love to be able to support those babies in the NICU with donated milk.
Okay, and now we can just give you guys a quick COVID update. As of today, we have 1,256 total cases for Garfield County. I think we have 16 deaths now. We unfortunately had 2 more deaths this week, and I'm not exactly sure what our recovered looks like. I think we have about 282 active cases.
Yes.
These are always shared on the Garfield County Health Department page and the OSDH page. And every Friday, the Oklahoma State Department of Health releases a color-coded alert system. So it looks back at our cases over a week-long period and gives us kind of a picture of where we're at for our whole population, and we are still sitting pretty high in the orange. Last week we ended with 49.14 per 100,000 cases. This week we're at 45. So, and there are some different things that affect that, like the holiday weekend and a couple other things. So we're still seeing a lot of cases here. Great ways to protect yourself is wash your hands, wear a mask, stay home when you're sick, stay 6 feet apart, and get tested. We're testing every single day at the Garfield County Health Department. We do large testing events every Wednesday, and we're here to help with things like WIC, breastfeeding, lots of other programs, and as always, we're a resource for COVID-19.
Sure. One thing I did want to point out that this Friday, it looks like we are about the 4th county. Garfield County is 4th in the state of Oklahoma. The other top 3 counties have outbreaks in prison system, schools, and different situations. So ours is mostly attributed to community spread. So we just want to encourage you that we're still, we had a little dip this weekend, so we're excited about that. But I know personally, I want to keep our kids in school. I want our community to keep our businesses open and keep moving forward. So if you can do your part to make sure, if you have been exposed to COVID-19, please quarantine for 2 weeks and work with the health department on that, because that's how we reduce spread in the community as well. So wear your mask and stay home if you've been exposed as well. So I think that's all we have for today. Are there any questions for us on Facebook? Or? Okay. Thank you so much to the City of Enid for allowing us to have this platform. Getting to communicate with you guys has been so rewarding for us. We love the opportunity to be a trustworthy source of information, and we love being a resource for the vulnerable people in our community and for everybody's health. So reach out if you have any questions. We're happy to help and hope you have a great weekend.
And in the next couple weeks, we'll be back and we'll highlight another program that we do at the Garfield County Health Department. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Great.